Do you get pictures, feelings, or intuitions from God? Or at least you think they're from God? Do you know what to do with them? Maybe you don't feel like you're hearing from God at all. If that's you, you're not alone. Most Christians actually feel that way. But we can develop how we get words from God and even how to deliver them effectively in power. Me myself, I didn't get much in regard to words to knowledge for my first 20 years of being a Christian. Most of that time I was in full-time ministry. On April 12th of 2021, Jesus came into the room and he healed me. And I realized if he could do that for me, he could do that for anyone at any time. I began to earnestly seek him and his gifts. Everything changed. Since then, I get words of knowledge regularly, and over time, these words have become more and more specific. At the heart of this is the idea of worship, which is really surrender, a willingness to lay it all down, take a risk, and possibly look stupid. Although I usually feel like I'm going to look like an idiot when I step out and risk, I rarely do. God backs me up over and over again when I take the risk. God will give me pictures, He'll give scripture, words to us for the people around us, and then we get to deliver them. We saw this when Jesus gave the word to the woman at the well and told her that the dude that she was with wasn't actually her husband and that she had had multiple husbands before him. That was a word of knowledge that Jesus was giving to that woman in that moment. This then led to her coming to faith and bringing her village to faith. Jesus was moving in the power of the Spirit and he modeled it so that you can do it too. A couple of days ago, I had two words at church, one for someone who had a broken relationship with an estranged mom and another one for a person with a sore throat. In that moment, no one responded. I sought God and I got feedback. Later that night, two people came to me and told me that the words were spot on and they explained who they were for, and it was good confirmation. I knew that I'd been hearing God in that moment. These words were pretty specific. Words of knowledge in an amazing way we can take risks with God, draw closer to Him, and learn to hear Him more clearly. Here's what we can do. Ask God to give you words for people, specific words. It doesn't have to be that specific starting out. We can grow in this as we go. When you get the words, step out in the risk. Take note of how God communicated to you and what that was like. And then we use this and other feedback in the situation to learn to grow to hear God's voice more clearly. There is nothing like hearing God's voice with clarity. I go into this in great detail in a series of videos, and if you'd like to learn how to grow in this area, hit the button below and I'll take you through that journey.